others had in mind in 1776. So I was very happy. I helped elect him governor, but little did we know that that would, in the years ahead, save our country from going right down where our country was going 3 years ago. So with that said, Reagan helped us, he saved us, but it was all due to people like yourselves who became activists. The patriots stepped forward. Well, now is our time again. And there's never going to be a time when we can just all say, oh, it's forever, it's going to be okay now. We have saved the day, now we can just relax and forget it. Well, the enemy is not a group of people, it's an idea. These are ideas that are contrary to the basic concepts of the American Revolution, that God gave every person rights, and that government is limited to those things that are granted to it by the consent of the governed. And I can't hear myself, Michelle. Okay. So anyway, what I want to tell you folks is, we're not just out there walking precincts to get votes out. We're out there to save America and to save the ideals of our country, because it just doesn't happen by itself. And what the consequences of what we're doing today will be felt decades and decades on. Because just like I didn't know that we would have to count on Ronald Reagan to save our country when it was in decline back in the 1980s. So as we go out, keep that in mind. And let me just say where we're at now. You all know that without President Trump, without that election, we would have lost everything.
Yeah.
There was no pretense at all on those people who, on the other side of the aisle and the other side of the political spectrum, they don't believe in those same things we believe in about America. And they were taking it in a direction that most of us believe is totally contrary to the fundamentals of our country. And but what Ronald Reagan said is all it takes is one generation of Americans not to do their duty, and we will have lost our freedom forever. Donald Trump stepped forward and has given us a chance. He didn't do it all for us. The job's not done, but he has given us a chance to save our country and to protect our freedom. And now it's up to us. And that's what this is all about today. And how fitting, as I say, in a place which gave the foundation, the political foundation that let Ronald Reagan save us the last time around. So I'm sure that what we know now, especially after the spectacle of what happened with Judge Kavanaugh the other day. We are up against people who have no sense of decency. We are up against people who will destroy. Look, let's say I would have disagreed with someone who was being presented as a Supreme Court appointment. Well, I would say I have to oppose you because I disagree with the fundamental things you believe. No, that's not what they're all about. They're about destroying people who disagree with them. Mm-hmm. That's the heart of what liberalism is all about. The left-wing, liberal left in this country want to tell us what to do with our lives. And they know what to do. They know what's better for us. And they're willing to beat the hell out of people who get in their way, especially if it's a wonderful person like Judge Kavanaugh that might actually, as Ronald Reagan did, mobilize people in the right direction. So I hope that you all, as you're walking today, that you let people know that we are proud to stand with them against the type of just loss. There was a total loss of a sense of decency. There is no sense of decency or honor. They want to destroy the people who disagree with them. Well, we are a group of every race, every religion, and every ethnic group. That's what Americans are. And we're here to save America. And that also includes being tolerant and not doing these type of things. I remember that years ago, Republicans during the Cold War we were castigated because of McCarthyism, because we had an excessive fear of communism that made us supposedly attack individuals who personally. Well, what's going on now? It's not communism that it's not communism that is or Nazism. Well, I guess what it is they've convinced themselves that what they're dealing with are racist Nazis, right? So you can do anything to a racist Nazi, but in reality, what we see here is an inability to honestly disagree with someone. Well, it's time for us to bring back civility. It's time for us to make sure that we are reaching out to our fellow Californians and people here in Orange County. Make sure we mobilize the patriots and make sure we're saving our country for freedom. And yes, freedom in a consequence where we are all living together as a nation, as a family, because that's what we are, the American family of race, religion, and ethnic group. We can be proud of that, and we can be proud that Donald Trump has given us this chance. Now it's up to us. So thank you all for doing your part, and together, the Patriots will win. We will save America. Woo!